for his PB. So there's quite a gap between the players. However, things can happen that can make this race a bit closer. I do expect Nordic to have, if he has a good race here, he should win pretty handedly. As both players are now on Ancient Lake, the first track, it's a bit of a basic track. It's mostly hitting zippers and grabbing the balloons, and learning how to kind of hold your boosts to get as much out of the boost as you can. As you see here, Nordic is actually up to quite a lead now. Nordic's going to finish with about a 35 Ancient Lake, while Atomic is going to get about a 42 here. So already about a 7-second difference between players. So this is Fossil Canyon. It's a bit of a more difficult car track, especially at the beginning of an ATR run for the first World Dino Domain. You're going to see players performing tricks such as the pond jump, which Nordic has done on lap 1, and Canyonless, which Nordic has also done. I see that Atomic does not do Canyonless. Pretty much what Canyonless is when, as Nordic's going to do here, he's going to do 2 quick drifts in the tunnel to grab the blue balloon and also grab the ground zipper. And you want to use the blue balloon to fly kind of through the canyon, grab a blue balloon on the hill, which he was unsuccessful there, but he got it for the most part. And the reason that Nordic was able to go for pond jump on the first lap was because of getting a lagless zipper, a lagless second zipper to propel you to the pond jump. So Nordic finishes up. I think he got probably about a 1-minute time. Atomic missing the zipper completely, but he looks like he's still gonna get about a 110 here. So definitely not what he would have wanted. And now both players are gonna be on Jungle Falls. There's about 14 second, actually about a 16-second difference between the two players. And an unfortunate bonk for Atomic as he off the first zipper of Jungle Falls. This track is very technical, but it looks very fast and very beautiful when players do it fast. Like Nordic's gonna get a 36, and that's just incredible. So Atomic taking it a bit. Atomic also flying through Jungle Falls, and as I say that, he bonks into the rib cage. That's my bad. That's the dreaded commentator's curse. So he's gonna have to contend with the AI here on lap 3, and most of the top players will be contending with him on lap 2 at the end of the lap. And we got Nordic, who's done the first out of bounds on hot top. Looks like he went for the fast strat where you get a couple extra bananas. Atomic is going to do the safer. He's going to do the safer out of bounds strat, which is just take that first balloon and you use it to just clip under the lava there. Because something that's wow. So Nordic with a 3:39 exit out of hot top. So we see we see Atomic hitting the 2 checkpoints that you have to hit, which are kind of at that end. They're kind of at the polar opposite ends of the I hope he got the checkpoint there. He did. Okay. A little bit of a slower hot top for Atomic compared to Nordic. Nordic just kind of flew through it. As Atomic's going to finish up here with about a 58, and Nordic gets a 17 lap 2 on Whale Bay, kind of cruising through this, or a 17 first lap. My apologies. So a good first lap for Nordic. He's going to be doing a technique that we call snaking, where players will be turning back and forth in their hovercraft while holding the R button down, which allows you to turn more smooth. And Nordic performing a trick that I think only him and I think Obio usually do, which is using get a 49. So he might actually even be disappointed with a 49, but I don't think you really can be that disappointed with a 49 in a race. Onto Pirate Lagoon, where we'll see more hover snaking, but also a bigger emphasis on turning. Nordic did get the balloon but missed the second zipper, the hover zipper, which will lose a bit of time. An 18 first lap for Nordic, as Atomic is now on Whale Bay, an 18 first lap. So not a huge difference in 18 second lap. So a bit of a difference even in the lap times between the two players. You can see as Nordic's about one Pirate Lagoon ahead at this point. Although Atomic will finish with a 1 minute Whale Bay, which it's pretty okay. Nordic with a 51 Pirate Lagoon. Nordic just being insane at this game. Going to Crescent Island. So Atomic opting to grab some extra bananas there. So that's actually not a bad idea if you are a little low on bananas, because bananas do matter in this. They kind of work like coins in Mario Kart 64, where the more bananas you get, the more speed and acceleration you'll get, up to 10 bananas. As we see Atomic getting the connection, but he did bonk before going into the zipper, so he did lose a lot of speed going into it. And he was unfortunately unable to have a really nice balloon zipper connection. So meanwhile, Nordic is cruising on Crescent Island, a really interesting track. That zipper is notoriously bad for being able to get it. If you drift over that, over a bump, there's a bump texture right before it. So if you're drifting, you are likely to actually miss that zipper. And so Nordic's going to go to Treasure Caves, the most inconsistent balloon race in this game, mainly because of this balloon and kind of not really having a very consistent way to use it. So most players will use it right here, as Nordic does make the connection and gets a nice he'll get a nice lap to start, a 14 lap. As we see Atomic on Crescent Island finishing up his lap 1. Looks like things are going decently smooth for him. A 28 lap is probably not what he would want exactly. He may have had some difficulties either with the zipper or with the boost here, where you can turn, hold down. You'll see some players fly down that hill. They'll hold back on their joystick, and which will actually lean the car nose a little up and allow you to catch some air. As Nordic finishes Treasure Caves with a very nice time. Nordic is just putting on a fantastic performance. So Atomic got some nice air there on lap 3. He's not on bad pace at all. Looks like it's going to be about a 1:14 or a 1:15 likely. Oh no! As I say that, he got all right. So a 1:16, a little bump at the end. As Nordic's now on to Snowflake Mountain Trophy, which is the snow world. So he's on Everfrost Peak, which is our first inbounds plane track of all trophy races. Nordic with a nice flying down with a 21 lap. So Everfrost Peak, what you're going to notice is Nordic is just mainly going to be chaining boosts and barrel rolls. He didn't miss the ground zipper there, which can lose a little bit of time, but it's not. But Nordic is taking really good advantage of the backups, because there's quite a lot of backups of getting the balloons, and so if he misses that ground zipper, oh wow. So a little out of control there with the barrel rolls. However, he was able to he's able to salvage it a little bit. However, looks like he did lose some speed. What you really want to be doing there is not holding the A button down at all. A button actually loses a lot of speed. So he gets a 103 Everfrost. He's probably not going to be so happy with that. However, a 103 is still not bad at all in a race. The last lap was a little bit out of control, but he did manage to pull it together to not lose a lot of time. So now he's on Walrus Cobus. as Atomic is entering Snowflake, so there's a full race between these two players right now. And you'll also notice a big difference in skill gap between players in the plane vehicle itself because players who are a bit more comfortable and are a lot more trained with their barrel roll spacing and their plane movement all together will tend to get much better times than players who aren't quite as comfortable. So Nordic got a 103 and he had a 21 lap, so you can already kind of tell Atomic definitely is struggling a bit on Everfrost, as Nordic's going to finish up lap 2 here on Walrus Cove with a 24 lap. Nordic with a really good, ouch, that bonk. I feel that bonk. That's very, very rough. So plane bonks are rough in this game. However, he did actually have a balloon to kind of not to not have too bad of a bonk on there. Ooh, just missed that zipper. That zipper can be finicky sometimes. As Nordic gets a 119 on Walrus Cove, that is insane. That is a very, very good Walrus Cove. Nordic just flew through that track as he's now onto the onto Snowball Valley, a rather short track. As we're gonna see, he's gonna fly into the valley there. He actually picks up the balloon, which is nice. So Nordic is gonna get a nice 14 lap for lap 1. So very, very good first lap for him. As Atomic enters Walrus Cove now. But let's see how Nordic finishes this lap up. He's gonna get a 1391 lap. So he is losing, like, when he's grinding up on the wall there, he's actually losing quite a bit of speed. Ooh, nice job avoiding the snowball. The snowballs are actually very tricky. And Diddy stealing his balloon. So Atomic had a very, very rough time on Everfrost. And it looks like he's having a slightly rough time here on with the ice on Walrus Cove and with the ground. The ground terrain in this game can be really difficult sometimes, and you just kind of saw a small example of his tire getting caught in the ground because he went up the hill a little bit, and when it came down, the tire was just in the ground for a second, for like a frame pretty much. As Nordic gonna finish up, he's on Frosty Village, which is a very lag-heavy track because of the snow effect. And the reason that these players don't have music on is because it does cause lag, unfortunately. The soundtrack is fantastic, but it does cause a lot of lag, and because of how the brackets work, where brackets will be seeded by players' best times. Ooh, Nordic missing that blue balloon, so he's not going to get to fly down the hill as far as he'd like. However, he was still demonstrating holding back on the joystick and flying down the hill, because you don't lose any speed in the air while in car. While in hover, you actually do lose speed in the air. This Atomic finishes up. So they are now about 2 races apart now. Nordic is just flying through this. He's putting on a very, very good all trophy races run, and Atomic is going to opt actually to grab the 8 bananas on the top there. That's a big time trial strat. Usually most players just go for the balloon and go through the tunnel on lap 1. However, now he has 9 bananas, so it can help him go a little bit faster with his speed. However, this course has so much boosting in it that while it is important to have your bananas, it's not the end of the world on Snowball Valley. As Nordic's on, you will also look over here at Nordic on Boulder Canyon, the last hover track of ATR, one of my favorite tracks in the game. With Nordic with a 26.90 first lap. Ooh. Okay. Just a little bit of stream lag from Nordic there. I don't know exactly what's going on with Nordic's stream, but all I know is he's going really fast. He's going too fast for stream. It's causing him to physically lag. Oh no. A really rough section there where he instead of grabbing the 2 balloons, he actually just grabbing the blue balloon and going around the oil balloon, the green balloon. He actually ended up catching all those balloons. So he's not going to be necessarily happy with this time. It's going to be about a 116 Boulder Canyon, which I think It's definitely rough. That last lap was a bit rough. Everything else went really well, though, for him on that track. As he goes to Greenwood Village, my absolute favorite track in the game, Greenwood Village. He's going to go and grab the bananas there. And he's going to drift and grab the blue balloon on all 3 laps. Or at least he's going to attempt to grab the balloons. This track has this really neat little S-bend turning, so it really tests your car turning and your ability to just do really nice tight drifts. I don't think Nordic opts for the shield there, although it does save some time. Although it can save you quite a little bit of time if you, because there's usually spike balls and oil slicks, but there was only 1 spike ball there, so it was pretty fortunate for Nordic that he didn't have to contend with an oil slick and a spike ball. So he's having a really nice and fast Greenwood. Now he's gonna have to contend with the AI, but they shouldn't be too difficult too. Though he's getting pushed around a little bit by Pipsy, because car collision with the AI in this game can be really tough. As he finishes up, and now we have Atomic on Boulder Canyon himself. So Nordic is now on Windmill Plains, and you need to go ahead and focus on this because he's going to go for the out of bounds trick here on this track. He's going to grab this balloon, collect as many bananas as he can. And he's going to hit this zipper. He's going to turn, boost, and... Oh, no! So, I think Nordic might have been a little bit too far left on that. But you want to use the boost and the balloon to propel yourself over the hill and out of bounds, but Nordic was not successful at it this time. It is a very difficult trick, and even the top runners in this game do miss the trick. So it's not yeah. So it's definitely not like something that's super rough and that he should have gotten completely every single time, and he does clip out of bounds this time. So we're going to get to see him navigate for 2 laps. The out of bounds. This out of bounds is actually very tricky. As Nordic flirting with clipping back in bounds. That would have been a tragedy if he had clipped in bounds there. He would have been rather far away from the next checkpoint he had to hit. He would have actually had to go backwards, but he's going to finish it up. So it gets a 1:20. So let's see how Atomic is going to do here as he starts up. Greenwood Village, as Nordic is going to be doing the short track Haunted Woods. So the biggest thing with this track is connecting those last 2 zippers. Nordic actually went inside the zipper. Ooh, having some trouble with the fountain. I don't think he touched the water, but I think he just got caught on the lip, which caused him to lose a lot of time. Oh no! Atomic probably didn't have a shield and he got caught by an oil slick. That is what can happen if you don't grab the shield. Prime example of why the shield can be really helpful. There are some players who don't like to grab the shield because it does lose, I don't know, very little amounts of time, and they want to save all the time that they can. As Nordic finishes up Haunted Woods and now moving to Space Dust, or moving to Future Funland, and thus Space Dust Alley, the final inbounds plane track. But there is still one more out of bounds that has to be done for the last course of the game. It seems that we have switched audios actually. As Atomic finishes up Greenwood, he moves on to Windmill Plains. I do not know if he does the out of bounds. I don't think he actually does. So we will see one person just doing Windmill Plains just inbounds. Oh my gosh, Nordic just flirting with the tree and the post, but avoids both of them. So a very strong first lap for Nordic. 26th lap. Space Dust is widely regarded as the most difficult track in ATR. Oh no! So, and that is why. Those types of bonks are exactly why. He barrel rolled a little too high and went right into the top of the I guess the overhang border of the cave quite hard. So 29 lap for Nordic. He misses both balloons, and he missed the second one because he was actually going a little too fast off the zipper. But he is making it. He's doing his best to not lose too much time here. He's still on decent pace. I think he's still having a good race. I don't think he can get to 23 anymore, but he can definitely get a 24. So on to Dark Moon. Dark Moon is a very bumpy terrain heavy car track. Nordic's actually really good at this track, so he's definitely one of the better Dark Moon players, but you can still get tripped up by the terrain regardless. So I feel like that was another commentator's curse. So I'm sorry for that. So a 33 lap. So he bonked and still got a 33 lap. That's crazy. As Atomic is now in Haunted Woods. It's actually a track that he's pretty good at. So let's see how he does here on the Haunted Woods. And as I say that again, he bonks. So but he does bonk, and that's a pretty common bonk actually on Haunted Woods. Is that section where, because you're trying to turn. Oh no, he actually goes into the water. So Atomic just having a really rough run, and it seems in general. As that time he lands in the corner. When you make that turn, you're trying to angle it so that way when you kind of take a sharp turn, you can kind of fly down the hill. Nordic's gonna finish up here with about a 134, 135 on Dark Moon. And Nordic does not go for loop skip, which there is actually an out-of-bounds loop skip on this course. Yes. Atomic decided he needed a little bit of water in his life. But the car does not work with the water. He's going to move on to the FFL Trophy while Nordic is in Star City. So Nordic's still on like really good pace, even though he missed Windmill Plains. As he actually he does opt to use that blue balloon there. I do remember that being the strategy he likes to use. So very nice first lap. And you can, yeah, as Atomic is now in Space Dust himself, he's flying along, doing his best. This, Space Dust is just really harsh. I mean, it looks like he might have had some problems with bonking, or he was just taking it really safe on lap 1. He did run into the boulder, but quite fortunately, did not get thrown very far off of it or anything. Oh no, he barrel rolled into the laser. That is into the ship lasers. As we see Nordic now going to go on to the last track. He's going to be on Spaceport Alpha. Looking on pace for a mid 24. So Nordic's best race time is 24:08. So I don't think this won't beat that. But still 24:08 shows just how much potential Nordic has. I think this would have been, oh no. That is actually very rare to see. Nordic miss the out of bounds. He uses the backup strat there to go out. So he only loses technically like a few seconds from that, which is a really nice backup to have. Now on the Spaceport Alpha out of bounds, all we have. Ooh, he actually misses the checkpoint there. There's 3 checkpoints you have to hit. There's that checkpoint right there, this checkpoint up here in the top left, and that checkpoint in the bottom right of the screen where he missed the first lap. He's definitely taking it a bit more cautiously to make sure that he hits all the checkpoints. He's going to finish up with a 24:41. So congratulations, to Nordic on taking the victory, as we have Atomic now on the second lap of Dark Moon. Looks like he's having a pretty okay time. It's going to be a 36 first lap. Ooh. So those craters can actually create quite some bit of problems because the hitbox for them is a bit larger than you would think, which can definitely be problematic. Yeah, Nordic definitely could have had his best race time, likely minus if the out of bounds were a bit more generous to him, especially windmill planes. But overall, still, for what the race was, it wasn't bad at all, and he should be. So this was Nordic's last race, so I think this is also Atomic's last race. So both these racers are. So unfortunately, this will be Atomic's last race for the tournament, but it was great to watch him play. Yeah. As Sweener mentioned in chat, Nordic is playing at a very insane level right now, at a sub 2410 level, which means he's capable of a 23. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Nordic. So, I can obviously assume you're not too happy with the out of bounds, besides top.
That's actually... I have actually no problem with that.
No? Okay.
No.
Because otherwise you were playing insane. Like...
No, not really. Only like 3 tracks were good. The rest, I was feeling so uneasy today.
Oh.
Like, yeah. I don't know how that Greenwood Village came from. That was insane. Almost 106.
Yeah. You also had a 119 Walrus Cove, which was pretty.
No, that was the 120. That was the 120.
No, oh, it was? I don't know. I thought it was last frame 119.
No, that was the 120.
No, okay. Then I must have missed. I missed the frame on the stream then. Anyways, yeah. So we have Atomics and Star City right now. He's not on P. I don't believe he's on P. I don't know. He could be on PB pace. He need a really good spaceport out of bounds to get it, but it's plausible.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. He would need a very nice like 55 to PB here. So I would say it's not gonna happen now.
Yeah.
But he should still get a high 28. Oh no, he was too high when he boosted and he didn't hold down. So he's gonna go back and he's gonna go back and grab the shield again and get the balloon and go for it. The out of bounds has not been kind to people lately. So he does get out there. Okay, so at least he got out.
The waist pressure is real.
Yeah, that's for sure. I know what that's like. So looks like that's your last race, if I'm correct. So you have a 24:08 as your best race time. That's what, still second?
At the moment, it's still second, yes.
Yes, it's only second to Giz's 23.
But Obayo and Sweener still have races left, if I'm not mistaken, so...
I do believe so. I think Obayo might just have a no reset left. So Atomic finishes with a 29:16.
Nice.
Oh
Hello.
there.
Hi,
Yo,
Atomic.
GG.
GG.
GG Nordic, that was an awesome race.
Yeah.
Bit of a difference in times, and I'm sure neither of us are extremely happy, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I can't even say that I'm not happy. My brain refuses to develop feelings for this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because he was
Other-
saying,
Continue. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, because Norik was saying that he was feeling a bit uneasy with things, and that happens. For me, I usually am very shaky, like the first trophies, but I could tell that Nordic was having a pretty good dyno. You again exited like sub 340 out of dyno, which was pretty awesome. I feel like that's something that you might find a bit standard.
As long as I'm sub 340, I'm super happy.
Yes.
Can't ask for more.
No, you can't.
I have a low 33 Ancient Lake for my splits, so I always start with at least 2.5 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like that. I guess that might not even be your PB. That's probably not your PB, but it's definitely really good.
Yeah.
But
oh, that's 33. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
33.
a PB actually. That
Oh,
actually
okay.
is a PB.
that's insane. So.
I'm thinking other than that last race, missing the out of bounds was harsh, but I was
Yes.
actually honestly pretty happy with that run overall.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a rough start, but I had some really nice spots in between.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly was thinking it was possible to PB right up until the end there.
Mhm.
So it was close.
Yeah. It was definitely within the realm of possibility.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, during the whole race, it's easy to look at Nordic, an amazing player, and look at myself and think, oh man, this guy's really far behind. But
Yeah.
with
No.
difference in skill level, I think my run was quite good for me.
Oh yeah. No.
I
I would definitely agree.
I think objectively, if you look on our both runs, on some tracks you played more solid than I did today. Definitely.
Mhm.
Oh well, it was fun. That's what matters. You're moving
Yeah.
on.
You were within 30 seconds of.
Mhm.
Yeah, 30 seconds of getting a PB.
Yep.
Which is always nice in a race. So you were closer to your PB than Nordic was.
Nice, so
So look at it like that. Yeah. So, is this your last race, Atomic?
yeah, it's my last one.
So, how would you sum up your overall experience? Because I know you're not moving on into the bracket stage. So, how would you sum up your feelings about your races, about the tournament in general?
It was really good. I had a lot of fun. My second round, especially, was the one where I was 3 seconds off PB, and it was really close. I wanted to be able to finish off with a PB this tournament because
Yeah.
the second race especially, I thought I did poorly and still just barely missed PB. So I was sure today I'd have a chance, and it was close again.
Yeah, it was.
So if that's anything it tells me, I think I'm capable of, if I learn windmill planes, I think I'm capable of getting a quick 26 before too long.
Yeah.
So maybe
Windmill
Would
planes
be
is-
high.
It's such a tough trick to get, but
Mhm.
with work and working on every other facet of our game, it's capable of reaching heights that are pretty good. I can definitely see you getting down to 20, 27, 26 with putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, just need the time.
Oh yeah,
Grind it out a little bit and it'll happen in
time
no
is
time.
time is definitely something that we all would like to have more of.
I have to make sure to get a better PB before Atomic catches up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming for you, Nordic.
Oh.
Oh no. So yeah, Nordic, how are you kind of feeling looking at like going into brackets, likely to at least get a bye into the quarters, into the round of 8. So are you kind of happy with where you are, or are you wanting to, figure you probably don't want to be stepping up your game?
If I play like the first 2 races, I'm actually looking super forward to the next round because I know I will have good chances then.
Yeah,
No matter who my opponent is.
definitely.
But if I play like today, I'm already signing the ticket to go home.
Yeah, well, I think today's run is a bit more out of norm than your other two, personally.
Well, actually, the last two races were pretty solid from my
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah,
I usually
think-
crash and burn in races.
yeah, I don't know. I think you've just been playing really well lately. So, like, from what I can see, what you're doing, attempts.
I just want to face Bendo.
Yeah, yeah, we want to see that rematch. That'd be quite epic.
That'd be
Um,
nice to see.
But yeah, okay.
All right.
Thanks for the race, Atomic. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
thanks,
Thanks, Peach.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Fish. Yes.
So that's gonna do it for this race. We have a race late tonight at 8 a.m. It's gonna be Mono 48 and Sweener Dog. So I hope to see you all there for that. And until then, have a great day, and yeah, we'll see you then.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.